Hey guys, I just wanted to hop on this morning really quick and talk to you about the pillars of a successful consulting business workshop that I'm going to do next week and kind of explain to you what my motivation is for doing that. So, I've been thinking and really reflecting a lot on the areas that make my business successful and the habits associated with that, and then the things that have held my business back or do not move my business forward. And so I have to be really intentional, working for myself to have really good boundaries around my business. So when I talk about the pillars of a successful consulting business as a nurse, I'll tell you what we're not going to talk about. We're not going to talk about getting an LLC. We're not going to talk about hiring a lawyer, drafting contracts, any type of legal business transactions. We're not going to talk about the business licensure required in your state. And the reason is that those things are not a pillar of a successful consulting business as a nurse in any way. And that's the truth. Those things are required actions to structure your business in a legal way as a nurse. And those are the easy things that you can Google and that most nurses have done. The things that I'm going to talk about in this workshop are the things that you have to have in place for a successful and sustainable business as a nurse. So these pillars are literally holding up your entire business as a nurse. So these are things that without these, your business is unstable or does not grow upward and outward and have profitability, have increased opportunity. Without these things, your business will be very limited. So when I talk about pillars, I'm talking about literally the things holding up a successful business for nurses. And these are things that I have realized when I take one away, my business loses its stability or loses its momentum. And so it's really important to have these things solid and solidified and in place to make sure that your business is going to be successful. So I hope you'll join me for that workshop. I think it's going to be really exciting. I hope it helps you, especially if you find that your business hasn't been growing or moving forward. If you don't have clients right now and you are not working for yourself right now, you don't want to miss this. That is the whole reason I'm doing this, because when you don't have one of these pillars in place, your business cannot sustain clients, cannot sustain growth. So if you're like, what is the holdup? I've gotten my LLC, I've gotten my business license in my state, I've made a logo, I have business cards. Maybe you even paid money. Maybe you've paid for a website. Maybe you've paid for a media kit. Maybe you've paid for different materials. Maybe you bought a contract template or legal templates, or set up an email address, but you're like, no one is coming to me for services, and I'm just sitting out here wondering why I don't have clients and my business isn't taking off. I've got everything all set up. That is what this training is going to be about. What is it that you're missing that is preventing your business from having that foundation to support clients? So, I hope I will see you there. Check the events section of the group. Make sure you get registered. So there is a link in there to register for the event. And that will give you reminders and that will make sure that it's on your calendar. So I hope to see you there. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm doing this because I'm hoping that for those of you who are stuck, this will really help you move forward. There is a chat. There is an event chat. That's, I guess, a new. I'm not totally social media savvy, but I guess there's an event chat um, for this training in Facebook that you can jump into. So I'll drop a couple tips in there. People are already talking about it. There's a lot of excitement. They're sharing what their businesses are, where they're located, what they're doing. So I would love for you to hop in there too, share who you are, share what your nurse business is. This doesn't have to only be for consulting. As you probably know, consulting and coaching are so similar sometimes that people don't even know the difference. So if you're a coach, if you're going to do courses, I freelance, I do concierge, I do all kinds of different things. So consulting, coaching, concierge courses, they're all in the same nurse-owned business arena. And these pillars of a successful consulting business can still be easily applied to any other nurse business model with a little bit of um, messaging change depending on what you're doing. You could even apply this to physical products and inventory, because these are not specific strategies. These are actually the areas of your business that have to be in place to move it forward. So that could apply to any nurse-owned business. So if you were wondering if this still applies to you, if you're not necessarily interested in consulting only or consulting for organizations per se, you want to work with individuals, you want to do coaching, you want to do totally passive income and not deal with any people ever, I get that. This can still apply to you, and I'd still love to see you there. So any questions, just DM me, post it in the group, or even better, put it in the chat thread and help somebody else answer a question too. And make sure you go to that link and register for the training. I hope